Happy Monday, guys. We're taking over Manchester's finest to bring you guys some positive news. I'm Amy.
And I'm Kira.
And we are currently in the Feel Good Club newsroom. Yes, it's a newsroom because we put a cardboard piece of paper up saying so.
And you might be wondering what Feel Good Club is. It's a brand started by Amy and I. We are two wives on a mission to make you feel good. We're normalising the conversation around mental health and feelings in general. And every single day on our Instagram, which is at We Are Feel Good Club, we spread positive messages to help you guys out. And that is especially important right now that we are staying positive. So every single Sunday we are doing a feel good live stream where we bring people across the community together to hold workouts, to hold dance classes, to hold music quizzes and much more. We're also going to be back on Manchester's finest next week to bring you even more positive news. So please do get involved, comment below, and we might even read out your good news stories next week.
Which is super exciting. But as Kira mentioned, right now, all we can do is keep uplifting each other, keep bringing the positivity, and just keep this community alive. The reason why we do this on every Sunday at the moment is because everybody on that schedule is either self-employed or a small business owner who are obviously struggling at the moment. And what we're trying to do is just spread their names, spread the positivity, and just, everyone's got so much free time at the moment. So if you've never tried yoga before, jump on at We Are Feel Good Club every Sunday. Try a 15-minute yoga class, see if it's your thing.
It's like you say, 21 days it takes to form a habit. So if there's something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, try it out and you can make it part of your normal routine when all of this is over.
But after that, you might be wondering why we're wearing suits.
And that is because in isolation, you can wear whatever you want. So if it's Monday night and you want to put a suit on to feel good, then put your suit on. I've put perfume on today and you guys can't even smell me.
I brushed my teeth for the first time in.
Finally, I no longer have to 2 metre distance from Amy now that she has brushed her teeth.
But so remember, guys, don't just wash your hands. Make sure you're still washing. It's really important.
Shall we get on with some positive news?
Let's bring some positive news.
So first up, we've got Six Stories Bridal. They are a husband and wife team in Manchester, a bridal company who are spreading some love and positivity to all the brides out there whose weddings have been affected or cancelled due to what is going on at the moment. They've given away thousands of t-shirts to brides to cheer them up.
Thousands?
They're giving away over 1,000 t-shirts right now, which is incredible, just to bring a smile to these brides' faces, and it's so needed right now. But what is even more beautiful to see is the knock-on effect that has. So we use the same embroider as Six Stories Bridal do. And that is a small business. He's literally round the corner from us, 2 minutes, and he had to close his doors last week. But their business and them giving away that many t-shirts is also keeping him alive. So they are doing amazing things. So thank you, Six Stories Bridal, for what you're doing. I'm sure you're bringing a smile to so many faces right now.
Well, that's what I mean. Not only are you bringing smiles to these brides who obviously are really sad at the moment, and obviously it's awful to, your wedding to be cancelled.
We got married 2 years ago?
I'm glad you got that right.
2 years. So anything that would have disrupted that would have been absolutely devastating.
But not only are you bringing smiles to them, you're also supporting independent brands. All we're trying to do at the moment is keep these independent brands supported. So yeah, anything that you guys can do to help. But at the moment, Six Stories is obviously absolutely smashing it. So congratulations, guys. You are wonderful. But also, we've got Streetcars, which is obviously a local taxi firm. Kira is obsessed with Streetcars.
I love Streetcars. They're my favourite taxi firm.
Whenever we need a taxi, she's like, I'll do it, I'll get my Streetcars app out. Sometimes I see you on the sofa just on the Streetcars app, just looking if the taxi man's around.
And they give great service.
But speaking of great service, at the moment, Streetcars are offering over 65s and anyone in self-isolation who's obviously showing symptoms, etc. They're offering to drop off shopping, pick up your medicine and drop it off at your house, which is just absolutely incredible.
And it's actually free if you're over 65 as well. It's so lovely. And I think during this time, you really see this community, and especially in Manchester, coming together. And it's so lovely to see. I'm so proud to be an adopted Mancunian.
You are
full-time Mancunian. You can tell by the accent.
In case you didn't recognise that. But yeah, speaking of drop-offs, also Viet Shack, which is an unbelievable restaurant. I absolutely love it. There's one in Ancoats and there's one in Yarndale. And obviously with the restrictions at the moment, they've had to close. But they are offering a delivery service still. So you're getting this beautiful, tasty food delivered to your door. But not only that, all the profits of the food being delivered goes to their staff members. So instead of making the staff members redundant or fired or, anything that they've got to do at the moment because we're all struggling, they're actually giving all their profits away to the staff members, which is just, again...
The owner isn't taking anything, the company's not taking anything. Any order that they receive, all profits go to keeping those staff on board, and that is just absolutely amazing and so needed right now. And I don't know about you guys, but every Friday and Saturday night, we have been kept entertained by the amazing people over at Bongo's Bingo. They did
Shout out to Sexy Susie.
We love Sexy Susie. They did a live stream with Lad Bible this Friday, and they raised over £6,000 for the NHS
in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, which is absolutely incredible. But actually, someone out there is giving them a run for their money, and it's a local man in Manchester who is bringing bingo to his front drive just to entertain his neighbours.
That's brilliant.
So what he's doing, he's got his bingo set up outside. He's given bingo cards to all of his neighbours, and his prizes are things like loo roll and pot noodle.
That is
Absolutely
incredible.
amazing.
Because let's be honest, obviously I am a huge fan of bongos, but let's be honest, we don't need a widescreen TV right now. We've all got TVs, we're all watching on we're doing nothing but watch Netflix at the moment. And we 100% don't need a Henry Hoover. Our houses have never been so clean because we're all in self-isolation. So let's be honest, I really want pot noodles and toilet roll.
I do.
Watch your back, bongos, watch your back. No, but big love to all three of them.
Shout out to them. Next up is from Jessica Morehouse, who is founder of Tribe MCR. Tribe is an outdoor exercise class that happens in Didsbury and in Sadler's Yard. We are regulars at Tribe. We get slightly intimidated at the gym, don't we? We don't really feel like we know what we're doing, but Jess brings a group of like-minded people together. The playlists are amazing. Jess is actually also a doctor, so she spends a lot of her time right now working in A&E. She's moved all of her Tribe workouts over to Instagram Live, so she's getting home after 12-hour shifts, and she's jumping straight on to make sure that people are still getting the exercise that they need and love.
And it's so much fun. Like, I didn't know exercise could be so much fun.
But it is, it's incredible. And she's taken it one step further, and she's partnered with Manchester Active, and she has done workouts for the over 65. So she's given us a little sneak preview, hasn't she, of those? And she's doing workouts with tins of beans. So I'm a bean lover, so I might do beans in that hand, beans in this hand, whatever that is. But shout out to Jess. That is an incredible, incredible thing to do.
Absolutely unbelievable. But you might be going around Manchester wondering why, or if you are in Manchester, I bet you've never seen tigers, bears, penguins,
Especially not in your living room.
Especially not in your living room, but now you can. Me and Kira spent about 5 hours on this last week. And basically Edinburgh Zoo, Dublin Zoo, Marwell Zoo and Chester Zoo, a good local zoo, are offering you to live stream from your own living rooms, on your laptops, on your TVs. And yeah, basically you can go on their tiger pens, their penguins, the giraffes. You can see them all from your living room, which is just unbelievable. And speaking of animals, we've got a puppy.
Who is driving us mad. Amy is now running around the living room trying to catch her so that she can show you our little lion pup. Here she is.
He's been a little nuisance whilst we're trying to record. Here is our little lion pup, guys.
But if you do want to have a drink whilst you're watching the animals at the zoo, like you do, Shindigger have started running a next day delivery service in Manchester. They're classing Manchester as anything along the M60, and they're offering 10% off orders over £50. We absolutely love Shindigger. Our local shops, obviously now we can only go to do essential food shopping, and let's be honest, a lot of the beer has been bought up, but a lot of it isn't as good as Shindigger, and it's so important that we're supporting local right now, and they're a local brewery, so head over to their Instagram, support them, and get yourselves some lovely, lovely ales.
And what they're recommending, what they're saying is Manchester, which it is anywhere around the M60. So if you guys are in the M60, then please head over to Shindigger, get some beer delivered straight to your front door. What more could you actually wish for? Up next, we've got Sophie Tea, which is TEA,
like the brew.
Like the brew, like you said, brew. That's you adopted Manchester.
I am an adopted Manc now, yeah.
But she's a local artist, and she's done an amazing thing. Obviously, on Thursday, it was the Clap for Carers clapping announcement, shall we call it? Obviously, it was on. I don't know why. Clapping announcement. That's incredible, right?
That is the best explanation of what happened on Thursday night I've ever seen.
I scared myself.
I'd like to describe it as us showing our gratitude for the people working in the NHS. So we went outside and we clapped for our carers, and it was very overwhelming. But if we want to start calling it the clapping announcement, then we can. And Sophie,
we all know what I meant, right?
do you know what? I think everyone should just follow Amy for this comedy gold.
Yeah.
Sophie T has actually created a painting of hands clapping, and she's putting it up for a charity giveaway. So you can head over to her Instagram, and I've got the giggles now, but you can head over to her Instagram and you can donate on the link as little as 50p. She's running it like an auction, and she's announcing the winner on the 1st of April at 8 p.m. It's a beautiful painting, and everything goes to the NHS.
Yeah, as Kira just mentioned, all the donations go to the NHS. So it's just absolutely amazing. All these local people that are all doing different things.
I'm so, like, I know we keep saying it, but I'm so proud to be in Manchester right now. There is so much amazing stuff happening. And also, and you guys might feel like this as well, but I've fallen into the trap of every morning I'm waking up and I'm checking Twitter to see what the situation is right now. And unfortunately, very sadly, that does entail seeing the death tolls rising, which is obviously awful, and I've fallen into the trap of checking that every day. But it's so important that we are remembering to look at the positives as well. People are recovering from this virus, and this week an 87-year-old granddad from Manchester fully recovered, and there was pictures of him been taken out by the NHS staff. They're all clapping him, and he is now at home finishing his recovery with his wife, so sending lots of love their way. But like I said, it's so important that we are focusing on the people who are recovering as well, to give ourselves some hope in this situation.
This story just blows my mind.
I know.
Like 87 years old.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It makes us super, super, super proud. But also, Didsbury Gin, which I've tried before, and it is really, really, really good. But if you haven't tried it, head over to Didsbury Gin and try it. But what they've done at the moment is they're stopping production of gin, and what they're doing is making hand sanitizer for the local police.
It's like I keep getting so overwhelmed by all of this. It's just so amazing to see.
Like, unbelievable. Like, how do people who create gin suddenly know how to make hand sanitizer? I want to know how to make hand sanitizer.
I actually made my own hand sanitizer. Pre kind of lockdown, I was making it for work, but I don't know if it was any.
It was definitely probably wasn't.
People said that they got a rash from it, so I probably will stop my career in making hand sanitizer.
Leave it to Didsbury Gin, Kira. Leave it to Didsbury Gin. But basically, that is the end of our positive news. I mean, you've got from taxi drivers to gin companies to, doctors to artists. Everybody's doing their bit. And as we previously mentioned in the beginning of the positive news, if you know, if you've heard, if you've done something, or you just know of somebody,
please share it. Share it in the comments. We want to hear as much positive news as we can. And it's amazing that Manchester's Finest are using their platform to spread positivity as well. So thank you so much for having us. Thank you everybody for tuning in and listening, and we will see you again next week.
Let's show that Manchester really is this true working bee community. Keep up the positivity, and we will see you guys next week.